Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Pramod Pandey. In this class, we will talk about one of the standard ICS 7, statement of the cash flow. This standard does not come very frequently, and I'm doubtful whether it would be there in the paper or not. But what you need to know, you just need to know what are the certain things which are out there. So just if there would be anything, so you would be well prepared for it, right? Because ultimately we are covering each and everything which is possible in the context of the AAA paper. Just because of that reason, I'm just taking this as standard. So would be spanning 5-7 minutes more, and then we'll complete on this standard. Just go through it once, and I think that should be more than enough for you to know what are the certain things that could be there in an exam. If there would be any, just deal it around, right? So IC 37, sorry, IC 7, which is a statement of the cash flow, which is out there. IC 7 require companies to present a statement of the cash flow, and that talks about how the cash flow should be presented. What are the rules? What is going to be the things that will take part in a operating activities, financing activities, and investment activities, right? That reports the movement of the cash and cash equivalent during the period. This statement is crucial at it shows how company will generate and use cash, providing insight into the liquidity, solvency, and financial feasibility of the company, right? As an investor, they are very encourageful if the company are providing the cash flow statement, because ultimately it could be that the company is profitable, but they are suffering as an liquidity problem. The company does not have a cash to function, to operate, but they are in a profit. So this could be a misleading for the investors. So they have started taking the cash flow statement as well, right? Now, what do you need to know of the classification? The cash flow must be classified into the three main activities: operating activities, right? Investing and financing. Operating activity means cash flow which are there from the core business operations. Example, cash received from the customer, cash paid to the supplier, employees, or income tax paid, right? So cash can be reported using the direct method, indirect method. Direct method, which is actual cash flow and outflow. Indirect method means it starts with the profit before tax and adjust for non-cash items and change the working capital. Now, the direct method is not examinable in the F4 paper or any of the ACCA requirement. Indirect methods comes in your SBR knowledge, right? And it also comes in your financial reporting knowledge, right? IFRS amendment. All entities must now start indirect method from operating profit separately. Now, investing activity would be having some sort of a different thing. They include the cash flow from acquisition or disposal of non-current asset, or from anything. It shows the cash which would be there as part of either you're investing into something or either you're having disinvesting something, right? So cash flow from acquisition, disposal of the non-current asset, example, purchase, sale of the property, plant, equipment, investment in other entities, loan made or repaid, right? Now the financing activity, the cash flow which comes from equity or borrowing, example, proceeds from issuing shares, dividend paid, borrowing, repayment of loans, lease liability payment. Now, what are the key considerations that you need to take care about? The cash and cash equivalent include your cash on hand, demand deposit, short-term, highly liquid investment. Non-cash transaction like issuing shares on purchase asset are disclosed separately, not in the cash account. Consistency, this is again in classification and presentation is important to maintain the comparability across period. Means last year, this year, future year, right? What could be tested in a AAA paper? Least chances, but if there would be anything, in that case, it could be around like misclassification between operating, investing, and financing. What if they have put in something from financing into operating? What if they have put in something from operating into the financing, and vice versa in investing? Then these could be the certain things that could go wrong, right? Then it could be that they are failing to adjust for the profit for the non-cash items, that in indirect method. Non-cash items, they are misleading, they are removing, they are avoiding to include the non-cash items into the profit. They are not adjusting the non-cash items into the profit, which should have been at first place, right? Then ignoring cash equivalent or restricted cash, omitting significant non-cash transaction from the disclosure, right? So for your AAA exam, remember that indirect method start from operating profit. Post IFRS amendment, indirect methods have become irrelevant, and change in the working capital are going to be added and subtracted to arrive at the net cash from operating activity. Investing and financing flow are based on the actual cash movement only. Disclosure, significant non-cash activities should be there. This is all what you need to know. I would not be spending more time on this standard. Just a quick recap of what are the certain things are there. What are the example of the operating activity would have been there? What are the example of the investing or financing could be there? This is all what you need to know. If there would be any question in the practice kit, just go through with it. I think that would be more than enough for you. With this note, I would like to meet you in the next one. Till then, take care. Have a good time.